Ukraine says at least one person has been killed in the Odessa region after Russia launched a missile and drone attack early on Wednesday. Ukraine's military says the aerial bombardment on the Danube port lasted for hours and damaged agricultural facilities used for grain exports.
Start with a high-level, high-stakes meeting that could take place this month between North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un and Russia's President Vladimir Putin. This could well impact the war in Ukraine. According to US officials, Kim Jong-un is expected to make a rare visit overseas and discuss the possibility of North Korea providing Moscow with weapons to support its war in Ukraine. The exact location of the planned meeting is not yet clear.
But Le Monde is reporting that according to sources, discussions are now taking place about withdrawing French army units from Niger. Until now, France has rejected the idea of removing any of its soldiers from the country. Le Monde's report says that a month after coup leaders in Niger denounced enduring military cooperation agreements with France, discussions on the withdrawal of certain military elements have begun. Discussions reportedly have only taken place between the French and Nigerian military, not with coup leaders. Paris doesn't recognize the country's new military-appointed government.
Moving on, and Israeli forces have killed a Palestinian during fighting in the city of Jericho in the occupied West Bank. Israel says a female soldier was wounded during the violence. Meanwhile, the UN wants the Israeli authorities to investigate another incident that took place in Hebron last month. 5 Palestinian women were reportedly subjected to abuse by female soldiers who forced them to take off their clothes during a search. Well, in the north of the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces have carried out a raid on the city of Jenin. There were reports of gunfire as dozens of armored vehicles moved through the city.
Four young men have been sentenced to death for blasphemy in Pakistan, while a 5th accused has been sentenced to 7 years of imprisonment. All this for a post on social media platform Facebook. Now, these sentences have been handed down by a court in Rawalpindi, according to Pakistan's Federal Investigation Agency. The 4 men, who are in their 20s, have also been sentenced to a 28-year jail term, each for committing blasphemy against the Holy Quran. The anti-cybercrime wing had arrested the suspects last year after receiving a complaint.
The army in Burkina Faso said that 17 soldiers and 36 volunteer fighters have been killed in heavy clashes with militants in the northern part of the country. Reports have termed the clashes the worst attack in months in the West African country that for years has been overrun by hardline militants. Burkina Faso has been battling armed groups in its desert north since 2015. According to reports, some of the groups have links to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State.
Almost the whole town of Mussum is underwater. It's just one of dozens across Brazil's Rio Grande do Sul state that have been flooded. The local governor said that it's here that most casualties have been found. People across the region have been forced from their homes by the floodwaters.
Rainstorms have battered neighbouring Greece, Bulgaria and Turkey, triggering flooding that has caused at least 7 deaths. In Greece, police banned traffic in the central town of Volos, the nearby mountain region of Pelion and the resort island of Skiathos, as record rainfall caused at least 1 death, channeled thigh-high torrents through streets and swept away cars. The authorities sent cell phone alerts in several other areas of central Greece, plus the Sporades island chain, warning people to limit their movements outdoors. Further north in Bulgaria, Prime Minister Nicolae Denkov said 2 people died and 3 others were missing after a storm caused floods on the country's Black Sea coast.
Armed conflict has overtaken Syria's eastern city of Deir ez-Zor as tensions deepen between local Arab tribes and the PKK-YPG terrorist organization. Here's what's happening in the city. Some factions of the Deir ez-Zor military council are fighting against the PKK-YPG's brutal practices, which include forcibly recruiting minors and both arbitrarily detaining and forcibly displacing civilians. The Syrian branch of the PKK terrorist organization YPG is supported by the US-led Global Coalition Against Daesh and was able to gain control of Deir ez-Zor under the pretext it was combating Daesh in the region. But the group's criminal activities towards civilians have contradicted this pretext. Clashes erupted on August 27 when PKK terrorists detained one of the leaders of the Deir ez-Zor military council, Ahmed al-Habil, following long-standing tensions between the two groups.